Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is another baking recipe. I'm making Guyanese meat pies. Lovely, really rich pastry with a nice minced meat filling. So to start with our ingredients, we have some lard and some butter. This is going to make the pastry extra rich. We have some plain flour, we have an egg, we have some beef mince, the leaner the better so they're not so oily. After some fresh seasonings of thyme, scotch bonnet, spring onion, regular onion, garlic, and a little bit of tomato paste. To start with, we want to create our pastry. So in the bowl here is some flour. Then we are going to add our butter and lard and just rub that in with your hands to create breadcrumbs. If you've watched any of my pastry videos before, I always make it from scratch, so you pretty much should know what to do by now. Once that's like breadcrumbs, you want to add a little water. I'm just going to bring this dough together to form a nice smooth ball. If it's crumbly, then there's not enough water. If it's sticky, then there's too much, so just bear that in mind. So once our ball is formed and it's nice and soft, we want to just wrap it in a little cling film and put it in the fridge to chill. And then whilst it's chilling, we can create the filling. So we want to start with a little onion. Just gonna chop that up. Got some oil in the pan here, and we're gonna start by sauteing those onions. Next, we want to crush up our garlic. You can chop it if you want, but I just choose to use a pestle and mortar today. Gonna add that to the pan, and then we want to add our mince. So just start cooking that until you know it's changing colour from that red to grey, kind of. Not the most appealing. Then we just want to add some salt, some pepper, we also have our fresh thyme. Just going to pick off the leaves and drop that straight into the pan. Keep stirring in between as well. Then we're going to drop in our tomato paste. Again, keep stirring that. Now that you've added the tomato paste, it's actually going to give it a nice colour. Next we want to do the scotch bonnet, so just going to finely chop that, then drop that into the pan. And our last fresh ingredient is our spring onion. Just finely dice that, then drop it in. I like to add that in towards the end so it stays a little fresher. Once all that is nicely incorporated and the mince is cooked, you want to take it off the heat, set it aside to cool whilst we prepare the pastry. So the pastry should have had enough time to chill. So you just want to roll this out to about 1 centimetre thick. That should be a good thickness for our patties. And then using a pastry cutter or a cup, whatever you have, you want to cut out your circles and then separate them from the offcut. You could re-roll this pastry out again so that there's no wastage. I always do that because I don't like to waste. So mince should be nice and cooled now. So we're going to start assembling these. You want to put a circle for the base, add a little filling to the center. Before you put a lid on top, just brush the edges with a little water. I'm just using my hand, and then pop the lid on top. Just press down the edges to start with your hand, and then go around it with a fork. That just creates a nice pattern, and it also makes sure that they're sealed properly. Once it's done, just place it on an oiled baking tray and then repeat with the rest. So I'm just going to work my way through these. And before they go in the oven, we do need to do one other thing to them. Once all of our patties are done, on the tray here, we're just going to poke a hole in the top so that any air comes through while they're baking. Finally, we want to do a little egg wash. So I'm just going to whisk up an egg here Nothing else added to it. Just gonna brush our pastries and then they're ready for the oven. So we're gonna bake these on 180 for about 45 minutes. Golden brown is also the best way to know that they're cooked. And here they are. Look at them, so delicious. These are really, really light. You can just see as I break this open that the pastry is a nice thickness, not too dense, and that filling is just absolutely delicious. So that is basically it, guys. I hope you like these and I hope you like this recipe, and I hope you try it at home too. Until the next time, peace and love.